Hi friends, this is MD Vegan. Today I make a salad based on radish and my green sauce. There are 6 or 7 green herbs. I made a video to that. This is my sauce. I have it as a staple. It is here in my fridge and keeps for 3 or 4 days. And now I combine it with radish. And I guess that is a very good idea. I have here half bunch of radish. I put it all into the sink and washed it thoroughly. So I have these radish with their greens. And that's a very good story because the greens of the radish contain just the right vitamins that are perfect combination, complementary to what's under the earth. So it's good to eat them together. That's a perfect nutrition. So I will first cut the green of the radishes. That's very easy, as you can see. Just with a chef knife. Of course, they have to be washed. I repeat, it's important because the radish, if it's a good one, and this comes from a farmer's market of a lady who has a nice garden. And there's always a lot of earth, of dirt in the greens. So I have to wash it nicely. And these radishes I put aside. And the green here, I just cut it in smaller pieces. The radish is green, it's delicious, a little bit sour. Has to be eaten quick because it soon turns yellow. And then you don't like it anymore. And the nutrients are off, and so I always, if I get some new radish, I eat them, the greens, as fast as possible. So I put these into my salad bowl, where all the other ingredients of the salad will join. Here, this is a radish green, and I put this aside. And now there are these little roots here. I mean, you could eat them, but in a salad, they're not so perfect. That's why I take a smaller knife, a paring knife, and cut these roots off. It's really nicer, just for the feeling. Yeah. Oops, stay here. It's very easy. And now I could continue if you don't have a food processor with a specific tool on it. You could just go on and cut these radishes into slices like this. Yeah. It's very easy to do it this way. To halve it. Yeah, you halve a radish like this. Cut it in 2 halves. See, like this. And then you have a nice ground to stand it on, and then you cut it with your knife always like this. And it is like a seesaw, you know. You don't do this, you don't hack with a knife onto the cutting board. That's not what you do. You use it more like a seesaw. You always, one side of the knife's always on the board, and then that's why the knife is round here. See, rounded. That's why you can do this movement, this move. You see, it's not very loud. You don't hear it almost. And then you pass it close to the hand. So what you want to cut is close to the hand here, because then you have most of the control in your hand. You can put your hand like this on it. You have the best control. And then go like this. See how easy it is? And the next thing I'm going to show you is what you do with your fingers. I cut it in half again. And if you halve these with a knife, then try to halve it as long as possible to make a long cut, because then you have it easier for you to cut the whole thing. So now I tell you how to put the hands. It's also important. You don't want to cut into the fingers, because if these knives are sharp, and they're sharp, they should be very, very sharp here. That's very important for a good knife. And then you don't want to cut into the fingers, and you always cut away from the fingers like this. You put it like this, away from the fingers, not to the fingers, away. And you have two fingers here on the top to control this produce, and you have the fingers here to control the knife. Yeah? And then you put the produce down, so that it's firm on the ground, and you put the knife on the cutting board. You have your fingers. You cut away from the fingers like this. You see. You always touch the fingers with the knife, so the knife is controlled by the fingers. And you can begin slowly like this, and later you will do it faster. So this is what I do with these wonderful little radishes, and I could show you some more how to do it, but I also can show you something with my food processor. Here, if you have a food processor, you don't need to do this, and you have more radishes, then you take your food processor, here, like this, you take out the S blade, you take that out, and there is another equipment, here a little tool, it comes with the food processor, with my food processor, for example, and you put in this blade, and this has two sides, it's a slicer, and there's a fine and a gross one. And of course I want to use the fine one. The fine one goes up, the gross one goes down, because I put it here on top. Whoops. I have to wash that again. It fell down. So, and now I put it on my machine, turn it on, and now I can put it on low. Doesn't need to be so fast. And on we go, off we go. That's how fast it is with a machine. If you don't have the knife skills, or if you see it, and if you have a lot of people to come, this is why I love this machine, because it makes so nice slices so fast. And it's easy to just put some water in there, maybe a drop of the soap, and then you're done. It goes all into my salad. And now we are pretty much done. This is the most important thing I wanted to show you today, how to cut the radish and how to use the greens with a knife as well as with a processor. That's what I have here now. And already this looks so nice here. You see the greens with the radish that fit so nicely together. The fine slices here from the radish. It's very nice, isn't that? It's a lovely picture. You could add many things to this salad. This is the main part, the radish. But I have here, one of the very nice thing is I have here the heart of the lettuce. See, this is the heart. It's called the heart. The inside is pretty light. The outside is green. There are more nutrients in the outside, but this is nice and tasty. Everybody already wants to eat the heart because it tastes so nice. And if you're beginning the outside, I eat the salad from the outside with large leaves, put it back in the fridge, in the vegetable compartment downstairs, down in the fridge. In the end, I just have the heart left. And that is easy. Most of the time there is no dirt in the heart. You have to look, of course, make sure. And the very inside, it's very rare that there is something inside. You see, it's very rare that there's something inside. You look inside, you open it a little bit carefully, there's nothing inside, you know. I wash it, of course, but to make sure, but most of the time there's nothing. So this is what I do. I just take the heart as is and cut from the top some stripes. This is very crunchy, so I can cut it into smaller pieces and it won't ruin the salad because they are so nice and crunchy. And I also can take the bottom, the firm parts of the salad. I can always also use, this is like a radish almost. Some of them I will use. And it is nice to combine the lettuce with the radish because the lettuce is very mellow, mild, and the radish are very hot, pungent almost. So this is a nice combination. Very nice combination too with these. I have to look to show you how nice it looks always. Isn't that nice? A nice picture, right? I put some corn. This is fresh corn, cut from the cob. Swan ear. I showed in another video how to do that, very easy too. And the cucumber, I had that on hand, half of a French cucumber with a thin skin. Peel. You don't need to peel it then. That's it. And I have my green sauce here. It's from the other day, the other video. I guess it's a very nice combination too. It has a nice flavor. Very all these 6 or 7 herbs are in there. Put it onto the salad. It's very nice with the radish, because the radish can do with some strong flavor in the dressing. It loves it. If there's a good combination, if it fits, if it's the right flavor, and the green herbs have a wonderful character, strong character, I guess that would be very nice with these radishes. Let's see what happens if I toss it. I toss it here. Always from the outside in. Always, already told you in another video that it's very, very easy then not to throw the salad out of the bowl. If you go outside in, then it stays in. And that's all for today. We have to do. It's a nice meal, wonderful, nutrient dense and delicious fresh salad. How about this? Do you like it? Radish salad with green sauce. Subscribe to MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another video every day. See you soon.